Well, since I don't know what the weather's actually going to be doing today, working on some smaller projects. If I knew it was going to turn out like it was, maybe I would have got some spray material and tried to get my corn sprayed before it comes up, but ain't going to happen. I did get the sprayer ready the other day, and I did mix up some Roundup and went out and sprayed that strip that I no-tilled. But there ain't nothing else out there worth spraying with Roundup. Whatever I put down, I want something that's going to be a residual, and I can do that up to 12 inches tall, I guess, maybe even taller. But it doesn't have to be before it emerges, but once it comes up, I can't spray Roundup on any of this corn I got planted. So what I'm doing today is working on this, because regardless, corn's going to, hopefully all the corn's going to get cultivated. And that's the plan, is to I'd like to cultivate at least twice, and I'd like to spread fertilizer and then cultivate it in. That's what my goal is to do. But I gotta get this ready because this was 30-inch rows when I bought it, and I planned 36. So I gotta change the row spacing, which is no big deal. It's gonna work out good. I don't know if it notices already, but this side's done. It's not as hard a job as I thought it was going to be. It moves easier than I thought it would, but this one and this one's got to be moved out 6 inches, and these end two have to be moved out 12 inches because, let me say, measure from the same point to the same point. On the outside of that tooth, see, I'm 30 inches. Got this one moved out to 36 inches. And the only issue might be, and I'm not going to worry about it at this time until I get out in the field with it, but these might have to be moved out. Because you can see it's fairly close to the rows here, but now it's spaced out more. And I'm hoping I don't. At least the first pass over, being when the corn's short, I don't want to get too close to it. But what I'm probably going to have to do is move these out like 1.5 inches on each side, and move these out 3 inches on each side. And that would give me the same spacing as over there, basically. And then the outside, well, the outside row, yeah, I can. That's right, because these bolt up here, this whole bar can slide over. You can see this one's a double bar. So I'd only have, the front, I'd only have to loosen up these 2 bolts, and I can move these over wherever I need to. And then this one, I got enough space. If you look at this, I wonder if this was widened out at one time, because paint is marked here, and that'd be about as far over as I'd move that one. That one's the same way. Yeah, it's kind of scuffed up, but some of these look like they might have been out there at that point. Oh, what do I do now? Oh, what the hell did I do? Bump something here on my phone, something ain't looking right. There it goes. Don't know what the hell I did. But now I've got to do these 2 rows. And the only other issue I see, I don't know if you can tell, these are touching the ground, but that end one's not. That one's not coming down. The bolts spin free in there, but it's stiffened up. So I don't know. These ain't tight enough that these are pinching here. They might be pinched up there. Like I said, I might have to loosen them up. Get a little bit of a gap in between them. If not, I'll be pulling them bolts out and running some grease through there. Grease them up. But, yeah, let's see. Let me get these loosened up and we'll get the next one going. Typical DeWalt. Always got that one that won't break loose. There it goes. One thing, this thing half time can't break. Something I've tightened up with this, it won't even break its own self loose. These shouldn't be all that tight. I don't know what the hell that's going to show, but that's about where it should be. These are tracking. These are tracking pretty much behind the tractor tire. So at least I shouldn't dig out corn now. I got, like I say, once I tighten them up. The thing I'm not crazy about, I didn't try to see if I can hook this up with my quick hitch. But I had to move my drawbar way in. Right now it's just sitting in there. I don't even have it pinned in. The way it looks, there's a storage position that moves this thing ahead about a foot or so. And I don't even think that's going to clear that thing. That's gauge wheel or whatever. No, it's not gauge wheel. It's helps to prevent some side drafting. If I cultivate more, well, if I can get that white running, that's what I'd like to put it on. Then it can sit on it. I don't have to worry about taking it on and off. But it's more likely going to go on the Ford. And the Ford ain't that big of a deal because I can swing the drawbar sideways on the Ford and clear it. Plus I got sway bars, so technically I wouldn't even really need that thing. But there is no way to take it off. It's welded to them brackets there. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's probably better in the center anyhow. But this could be taken off and moved out to the end. It should have one on each end is what it should be. Yeah, that's what it's going to stay for now. But definitely going to take them 4 bolts, pivot bolt out on that one, run some grease through them. I'm going to loosen them 2 up there for now. See if I can get just a slightly more gap. Like I say, this here shouldn't be able to collapse in to pinch that too much. Up here, this might be squeezed in there too much. So if I loosen them up, spread them out just a hair when I tighten them up, it might help that out. But all of them, even this one, they don't seem to float very good. I don't understand that. And damn grease fitting on this thing. So, but I'm going to play around, see if I can get these things loosened up, get them bolts tightened up, and see where we're at from there. Yeah, there ain't much I'm going to be able to do with these to lubricate them. I thought it was just the bolts through there with a bushing. Well, there's a bushing in there. But if it, like see, the front here has round ones on this end, on both ends. And I guess these arms are supposed to pivot on that, but like these back ones, they have it shaped, but they're seized up in them arms. You can see that one's starting to twist. So I ain't much I'm going to be able to do about them, really. I think I'm going to end up trying to, I tried driving them out, but they're stiff in there. I mean, they did loosen up. This arm's moving now. I think that's going to have, all it's going to have to do is bounce it across the field a little bit and get them working. That's the only problem. If they don't, if they're not floating here now, that easy. I mean, you don't want them floating too easy, but you want them heavy so they stay in the ground. What the hell's going on with that one? I think basically what I'm going to have to do is just soak them up with some kind of penetrating oil. See what it does. I mean, once I get in the field. Got one more job to do before I get to the field though. So I bought new tines. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace them all. I'll say this one here. That one's broke. That one's broke. Looks like that one's just been flipped. That one's pretty much shot. This one's been broke off here. See, these are reversible and they've been flipped. I don't think they've been flipped all that long. Like this one's pretty much wore out. And I'd kind of maybe work on that today too. But I don't have no bolts. I bought the teeth, but I haven't got bolts yet. And that shouldn't be that big of a job. Maybe tomorrow I'll go get bolts or something. As far as that goes, everything should be ready to go on this. I mean, or should be where I need it. We're at 36 inches. Measuring from outside of tooth to outside tooth would be the same as measuring from, you know, that one's about a ½ inch. ½ inch ain't gonna matter much because they got, like I say, out here. In the center row, these teeth ain't gonna be anywhere near the row. ½ inch ain't gonna matter that much. I have that much play up there. Them are the teeth that matter close to the row. Everything else here is how much. If it's throwing enough dirt, you know, to till that whole 3 foot. That's one thing. It's going to be iffy with these teeth. Like I say, these are one. I want narrow ones like that. I used to have the C shanks with 4-inch V sweeps, and now I just moved too much dirt. There is another style tooth that goes on these. It's only a single point though, but it's like twice as wide. So that might be an option here yet. If it's not taken out, cleaning it up enough or doing whatever, I can always get a little wider tooth to help take up some of that space too. But like I say, you get these, corn gets up there where you can move through there and really get this thing, you know, first time over, it might be going 2.5, 3 miles an hour. If I'm going out there and the corn's 4 or 5 inches tall, but it gets up to a foot. You know, I'd be able to whip right through at 5 miles an hour as long as I stay on the row. And these going through here will work up quite a bit of dirt. I say, it's just figuring out the quirks of it. I mean, getting it set right so it's leveling and or going level. That's one problem I had with that other cultivator I had years ago. If you nosed it down too much, you could hill potatoes with it. I did that, screwed up that one year, and boy, that was a miserable mess getting across the field, picking corn so damn rough. Here, I just want to stir the dirt, cover the weeds, dig them out. That's all I want to do. So, yeah, I'm gonna go put them bolts back in because they're, well, they shouldn't be press fit. They should be pivoting on them, but I can't get these to move right now. I say, I can just get some oil slopped up in there, get it out in the field, get it working a little bit, and should be fine. But I'm going to slap this back up, and then we'll be done with this project. Yeah, I got them sprayed up with, I use blasters, it's been penetrating oil, and they've seemed to loosen up a little bit. Like I say, they're going to be stiff till I get worked them. I don't know how long they've been setting. They might have been setting for the last 15 years. So, everything else looks good on it. All the gauge wheels here spin freely. Rubber looks good. By the looks of them wheels, they haven't been used all that much. There's the whole cultivator. I mean, it's still got, I can't see it, still got that seam in there. Yeah, that one's got some water in it. I say they're just solid wheels anyhow. Well, they say they spin freely, so it should be good. I just got to play one of these days, see if I can hook this up with my quick hitch. I don't know if the spacing's right on it or not. I have a feeling this bolt here will have to be moved up to this one, because there's no way the top of that hitch is going to hook into here. So I think that's got to hook up here, and then I think I got to get some sleeves to go over them to take up space. That should be alright for that hitch anyhow, but I ain't crazy about that there. It's one reason why I want to use the Ford. I mean, I don't think it's going to have that much sway that that's going to hit or anything. But I've never seen that other than on the old 2-row, for like on a 8N or 9N Ford, old Ferguson type cultivator, where they put that, they had it have it right in the center. That one's offset there. And the other side, I've always seen had one of them gauges on each side. And I don't think it'll work that good, but just like I say, putting on one end or the other, it's going to work better being in the center. But that's it, all them rows are within a ½ inch, so that's close enough for government standards. So, it didn't take me all that long. I mean, it took me maybe 45 minutes, I think. Whole time moving them rows. I've been working on it probably about an hour and a half. I'm going to give this other stuff. And like I say, until I get in the field, I don't know how much. I'm going to have to monkey with these here. I have a feeling these are going to have to be moved out about an inch, and the front ones are going to have to be moved out probably 2 inches. 3 inches maybe, 1.5 inches and 3 inches, something like that. But before I go to that extent, let's see what kind of job it does. Maybe it'll work good enough the way it is. So, that's enough of me rambling, enough of this boring shit. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up you later.